Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where the performance of Veltima fungicide can take your best results even farther. Well, we'll be at the Northwest Ohio Antique Machinery Steam Show at the Hancock County Fairgrounds tomorrow, Thursday. That show runs July 31st through August 3rd. We'll be broadcasting from the Ohio State Fair Junior Market Hog Show on Friday, thanks to Kalmbach Feeds. And the Axis Seeds County Fair Tour's next stop is Monday the 4th with their third check presentation of the season, going to the Holmes County Junior Fair Board. Well, Dusty checks in with an update from Valent. Dusty?
Joining me is Jeff Schultz. Jeff is a regional account manager with Valent USA. Jeff, what have some of your observations been as you've been out and about the countryside?
One observation that I've had is that our weeds are quite resistant and resilient.
Now, it seems like as we get into the especially dry conditions where crops are stressed, rarely that slows down the weeds. If anything, it seems like they collect what little moisture's there and really rocket ahead.
Those weeds are absolutely resilient to get through the canopy and take up everything that they can away from our crops.
What are you seeing as far as some of the weed escapes at this time of the year?
We're seeing a lot of weed escapes with giant ragweed. There's mare's tail popping up. A lot of water hemp is showing up this time of year, poking up above the canopy.
What are your recommendations for folks?
The best thing growers can do is have overlapping residual, starting with a strong residual like our Fierce herbicides. Fierce MTZ is our number one herbicide in Ohio, and they should consider using Perpetual herbicide, which has got two active ingredients that protects the crop from having weed breakthroughs later in the season. It is important to have rainfall to activate almost any herbicide, and using Perpetual herbicide isn't any different. We do need a little bit of rainfall to activate it, but that is the longest lasting in-season residual control that we can buy.
Jeff, if someone wants more information, where's a good place to go to get that?
The best place to go is our website, www.valent.com, and find your local rep.
My guest again has been Jeff Schultz. He's a regional account manager with Valent. Jeff, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Well, a flurry of recent trade agreements and frameworks have been announced by the Trump administration. Chad Smith has more on what that means for American agriculture.
Ahead of the looming August 1st reciprocal tariff implementation deadline, the Trump administration has announced a number of deals with international trading partners. Faith Parham, an economist with the American Farm Bureau Federation, says several of the deals were made with key international markets.
The administration has announced trade deals with the UK, Vietnam, Indonesia, Japan, and the EU, with many other negotiations still in the works. Farmers should watch out for last-minute trade deals with major partners like India and South Korea. And so without agreements, we could see tariffs as high as 50% and risk retaliations from other countries. Farmers should also keep an eye on rising tensions with China. These two countries have negotiated a pause on tariffs until August 9th, but renewed conflict could hurt farmers.
Chad Smith, Washington.
USDA's National Ag Statistics Service, in partnership with the National Resources Conservation Service, is reaching out to farmers, ranchers, and agricultural landowners to gather in-depth information about the conservation practices they use. And for the first time since July and August of 2023, the Rural Main Street Index, a survey of bankers in areas that rely on agriculture, registered 2 consecutive months of above growth-neutral readings. Bankers reported very low farm loan delinquency rates over the past 6 months. Unfortunately, 1 in 4 farmers is expected to experience negative incomes in 2025. The markets are next.
Soybeans are a game changer for Ohio's pork industry. Pigs thrive on soybeans' perfect blend of protein and energy, helping hogs nationwide devour the equivalent of 292 million bushels of soybean meal annually. Ohio is number 7 in pork production, contributing to the billions of pounds of pork enjoyed by families across the nation each year. From sizzling bacon to barbecued ribs, soybeans power the farms that feed families. Brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
The market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade, September corn $3.91 3/4 up 2 1/2. December corn $4.12 1/4 up 1 1/2 1/4. August soybeans $9.67 3/4 down 14. November soybeans $9.95 3/4 down 13 3/4. September wheat $5.23 3/4 down 6. At the Mercantile Exchange, August cattle $233.07 up $3.35. August hogs $107.02 down 22 cents. September feeder cattle $339.75 up $2.67. This is the Ohio AgNet.